Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the next step in building your passive income websites that we started the process on the last few days. Yesterday we talked about hosting, so today I'm going to take it the next step, which is obviously the process of getting the hosting account set up and then the software you're going to download and use. So this should be kind of an exciting process because you're getting something I used to sell and I don't have to sell anymore because my passive income business has gotten to the point where, making money selling the software is kind of redundant. So I'm going to help you by giving it to you and letting you use it. You can see here I ordered my hosting and I got an email from my hosting provider. And in here it has a link to my website, the Cpanel, and various other information you need, including the password to get into the account. So I'm going to take you into Cpanel from this email. Now, your email from HostGator or from Alan's Hosting, which is the other hosting service I recommend, will definitely be different. They all have their own design and stuff like this. Here, I'm going to click on the Life by Design, which is the domain name that I purchased. And the reason why I picked this is because it's going to be this particular website is going to be all about making money online, and one of the main emphasis or the main things that people are interested in is being able to live their life by whatever design they have, as opposed to being, having to live a life that's, you get up and go to work and and that sort of thing. So this particular domain name is Internet Life by Design, and it will lend itself to content related to, making money online, quite frankly, because there's a lot of people that look to design their own life. I have a friend who I adore who's was a partner in a bunch of internet marketing launches that I've done, and he was a big-time sailor, and we always talked about designing our business to support our life and not having our life be about making money. And he took my advice and took his own advice, actually, and rolled money he made online with me into buying a sailboat because he was an incredibly good sailor. And he wanted to be able to make money on his boat, so he launched a charter service here in San Diego, and he does extremely well now sailing, which is his favorite thing in the world to do. So his life is by his design, and that's what I mean by life by design. It's about, if you want to do something, you can find a way to make it happen. In this case, Mick took and made his sailing passion his business. And I'm very proud and happy of him, and he used a lot of the techniques that we teach in local marketing aspects in order to accomplish that. So there's real validity to everything we show people, and it feels good to see someone do extremely well based on your advice. So Life by Design is related to that. It's all about making a living doing what you love to do or want to do, or making it so that you can live life without having to be controlled by what you do as far as work is concerned. So I got the email from my hosting provider, and the username is right here. I'm going to change all this, so if you go to my website, you won't be able to hack it. And this is the password. They always generate very cryptic passwords. And I'm just going to log into Cpanel. So you will get some sort of email from your hosting provider, and it will have access to Cpanel, have your username and password, and you just simply log in. And I have a program that saves everything for me, so I don't have to memorize these long cryptic passwords that I get from my hosting provider. And I showed you this yesterday. I don't need to see these videos, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take you through the 2 things you need to do with your hosting account to make our software work for you. The first one is you have to create a blog in root level of the domain name. Now the domain name here is Designed by Life, ilifebydesign.com. So we create a generic, just typical blog in that root level position. So I'm going to go to quick install. We did this yesterday, so this should be nothing new. And I'm just going to go ahead and install a blog, a WordPress blog. Now, if you use someone other than HostGator, this may be a different kind of program. It might be called Fantastico. Just going to complete the form so that it's done, and just tell it to install the blog right now, and it will go out and actually do the installation. You see it will put the numbers down below, and it will provide a username and password for me to log into the blog, which I'm going to need. So what I'm going to do is immediately go out to the blog. Username is admin. Here's this long cryptic password, and it's not quite ready to roll yet, but when it is, it's going to allow me to log in. There we go. Admin, boom, password. I just paste that in there. And this puts me into the administration area of the blog. And this is actually where we're going to do most of our work. But there's a couple things we need to do. I'm going to save this. That memorizes my password. There's one other thing I need to do before I can do anything else in order to use the software that we're going to provide you, and that's called setting up wildcard or automated subdomains. You only need to do this once per domain, and this is the thing that drives the reason why you can only put one group of websites on a single hosting account. I'm going to go back to the Cpanel, click right here, and again, this is a brand new account. I'm going to go SUB. This will bring up subdomains, and you have to create what's called wildcard or automated subdomains. Now, this is kind of the tricky part that confuses a lot of people. All you do is put an asterisk in for the subdomain and tell it to create. And then you're done. Now, your host needs to take 24 hours before it's going to actually make that automated subdomain thing work. So if you upload the software and try to use it now, it's just not going to work and you're going to get frustrated. I'm going to go ahead and upload the software, but I'm going to also just let it sit there for 24 hours. And then tomorrow's video is going to show you how to activate it. It's currently 10:30 a.m. So that means 10:30 a.m. tomorrow I'll be able to log in and utilize the software. So I'm going to go back to my website that I have, and it installs a bunch of plugins and things I don't care for. In the admin area for WordPress, there are a bunch of videos out there on how to manage admin WordPress. I'm going to go on this left side is kind of like your master menu, and this is your work area. I'm going to go into what's called plugins, installed plugins, because there's a few plugins in here I just don't want on this blog. Depending on your host, you either do or don't want these. I'm going to go ahead and select all. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and deactivate these three plugins just by selecting them and then going up here to bulk actions, drop down menu, deactivate, apply, and that deactivates them. There really doesn't need to be any of these plugins in the system. The one there that I might use would be WP Supercatch, because there's going to be a lot of traffic coming to this website, and that kind of helps speed things up. But I want it deactivated to do my installation, so I'm going to go to the inactive plugins by clicking here, and I'm simply going to delete the ones I don't want to have and leave the plugins that I'm going to potentially use. So I'm going to just click this. And I might potentially use WP Supercache, and I'll explain why later on. So I'm just getting rid of unnecessary plugins, which is always a good idea. I'm going to select delete this time and apply, because they'll interfere with the smooth operation of your blog. So they're deleted. This is a step you do or don't need to do. It's kind of up to you. Now, how to upload and activate the software we're going to provide you. Very simple to do. You download the file just by simply clicking on the link that we provide below this video, but it's a zip file. Now, a zip file is just a compressed version of the file. You do not need to unzip it. Just leave it as it is. Download it to whatever location you download files. In my case, I stick them in individual folders. In other cases, people stick them in their download folder. And finally, some people stick it on their desktop. So it's whatever works for you. So what we're going to do is add a new plugin. Plugins are nothing more than little pieces of software that extend the functionality of a blog. In this case, this is software that I created and built in order to help me make money by automating content posting and building subdomain-based websites. It is the premier product that I created in my lifetime. So I'm going to add new. And the file we're giving you is called MIM, or Massive Income Machines. But we're going to upload the plugin just by clicking on the upload button. And we're going to browse. And once I browse, I just simply go look for the plugin folder that I have. But it could be, oops, sorry, WordPress plugin. But it could be whatever folder I put it in the wrong folder. It's called WP MIM 200. Massive Income Machines is what the software is called. And honestly, you just select that. So maybe it's your desktop, maybe it's in your plugin folder, maybe it's in your download folder, wherever you put it. And click open. And you're not actually going to open the zip file. You just want to hit the install now. This is going to upload it to your blog and put it in a position and get it ready to use. Then you just click the activate button. So now's the time when you can go and set it up but you're going to get frustrated because remember earlier I said you got to wait 24 hours. So I've created a blog and I uploaded the software and I've activated it, but I haven't gone into settings and done anything with it. And I'm not, because we got to wait for this hosting account to recognize that wildcard or automated subdomain feature, because that really is the power of the software and the thing that has the most value. So we'll take on that step tomorrow. But I wanted to get you through that. You can see I did this all in just a few minutes. It isn't hard to do. So if you got to watch the video multiple times, slow it down, whatever, just take my advice. Now to download the software, it's below this page. Just click on that link. Download to wherever you download your default downloads to. So have a great day. I hope you're enjoying this training.